Hey, everybody, how are you? This is Sharon, RN2 CEO. We're talking about thriving in love. Thriving in love. We started this before, and I'm saying this is part two. Hopefully, you guys are able to see me. Let me know what's going on. Can you see your girl? What is up? What is up? Welcome on in to all the new subscribers. And to those who have already subscribed to me, I thank you. I am grateful. Listen, if the lighting goes off, it will be back on, but the show must go on. And so I'm excited for those of you who are here, new subscribers, those who are already subscribers. I thank you. For those on the replay, hey, this is for you. And please leave me a note whenever you see this. I'm going to ask you to leave a note because guess what's going to happen? I'm going to come and look at your channel and I'll watch a few videos. And listen, I always say that if it's something that you like, you go ahead and you subscribe. And I just may do that. All right. And of course, I'm excited for those of you who decided to show up. You're seeing this. We're going to talk about what it's like to thrive in love. I am hoping, really hoping that you guys are able to see me and hear me and just let me know, like, hey, coach, it's happening. It's going on. So if you're able to see me, I'm going to try and see where the chat is. I may not be able to see all of the chat, but I am going to try that because this is a little bit different. Where is the chat? Let's see who's here. Sabrina. Yes. Is it better, Sabrina? Sabrina, is the internet better? I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. There's no if it's not, then it's this place. I got to find somewhere else to do to. Okay, let's see how it's looking, how it's sounding. I'm here, Sabrina. Sabrina, can you hear me? Yeah, it seems as if it is. It seems as if it is, Sabrina. So we will go, but we were talking about love. We were talking about, our animals, how important it is to thrive in love and animals. It's one of the things that will help us. Let me see here. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Let me make sure we have everything in place. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. There you are. Hey, amazing people. How are you all doing? It's me. Yes, Sabrina. Is it better, Sabrina? Is it better, much better, the internet? For those of you who are coming on in, is the internet much better? Let me know. And Sabrina was telling us fun facts about the cats. So, guys, listen, my co host, and you are all my co hosts. And tonight you'll see Sabrina dropping some things in the chat. And we're talking about how we can thrive in love. So, if you're able to see me and hear me, go ahead. It's good. Okay. Sabrina said it's good. So if you guys can hear me, you just drop a one in the chat because tonight we're going to talk about how we can show up, how we can thrive in love. We're not just trying to survive, we are ready to thrive. And when you're ready to thrive, you will say, I'm ready. Thank you. Thank you, Sabrina. The internet is better. So it must be my phone. I have a lot of what do you call it? Stuff, apps on my phone, so I may have to take them off. So we'll see how this goes. Now, let's see if the lighting will stay. Okay, but it's all good. So when we want to thrive in love, we need to make a decision. And guys, if you're coming in, give a thumbs up. Please feel free to drop a heart. Yeah, one. So thank you. So if you are ready to thrive in love, how are you going to show up? The first question, how do I show up if I want love in my life? Well, I'm going to give you this first gem. You don't even have to drop anything for it. You need to be love. And what is that like? Because sometimes we want to say we love people, we love others, but do we truly love ourselves? Do we have amazing conversations about how we love, how I love me? That there are days, Sharon, that I may not feel the brightest. I'm not always like this, but I have to have that pep talk. I have to have that prayer. Snap back, Coach Trishana is in the house. Snap back, Coach Trishana is in the house. Tonight, we're talking about how to thrive in love, right? Thrive in love. And so instead of surviving, snapback coach, we are thriving. We are choosing to thrive. Hey, 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 Mary Jane, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's hope that the light will stay. And I heard the internet is a little bit better. So maybe I have too many apps on my phone. But we're talking about thriving in love and how we are going to love on ourselves because we are worth it. Sometimes we can say such beautiful things to other people, right? Sometimes we can say beautiful thing, but what about ourselves, right? How do we show love to ourselves? By saying beautiful things to ourselves, by writing a love note like girl Sharon, every now and then, I love you, I am love. And whatever comes after I am, so it is. So if you say negative things about yourself, you may be affirming those negative things about yourself. So we have to start within. And sometimes we need to hear love from other people. Sometimes we just need, we just to let our hair down. Just have fun, be in places and spaces where we want to give love. I remember a few years ago, I was part of a group, and one of the young ladies, her biggest struggle was love. She gave so much, right? She was such a giver. Guys, if you know what that means or what that feels like to be a giver, just to give, 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 but it seems as if you're not receiving, drop a two in this chart, right? Drop a two in this chart if you've ever been at the place in the space where you're such a giver that you will feel as if, like, man, there's nothing else. Opus, hello, Opus Outdoors. Thank you for checking in. Thank you, guys. Snapback Coach Trishana, Yvette Diamond. Hey, Yvette Diamond, we're talking about thriving in love tonight. We talk about having loving relationships, having loving conversation. Opus Outdoors. Yes, I remember you with the car. Yes, I remember you, Opus Outdoor. I came and I found your thing. Yes. So Opus Outdoor is in the house. Yvette Diamond is in the house. Mary Jane Inspiring You is in the house. Sabrina 13 is in the house. Snapback Coach Trishana is in the house. And these are people who are full of love. Yes, Yvette. Yes, loving relationships are important. Loving on ourselves are important. Sometimes I cut out a heart and I look at it, get a little heart. And sometimes if I love you, I put your name in a little heart because listen, we say, I heart you. I love you. Okay. I love you and I want the best for you. There's nothing wrong with wanting your neighbor or somebody else to win. We spoke earlier about winning. We are in here. Yes. We're talking about winning, but I also want you to win. I also want your children to win because not just me, we all have to win. Birds of a feather flock together. And so when we have love in the material, in our message, in who we are, and we show up, it will repel those people who are miserable or who may not feel for a moment. Sometimes people may not trust you because they've been loving. Oh my God, Snapback Coach Trishana. She said, I love you. I love me and I love you. Love is so important. We can't want to see somebody else, their children, and whatever else go hungry. We're looking at a lot of things right now. I don't talk about too much over here, but a lot of things. The elderly, there are people out there who need love. There are people who need for people to volunteer and to show up for them, right? You could be that source. But remember to work from a cup that's full or even overflowing because it says, my cup runneth over. And when it says my cup runneth over, what happens? Come on, guys. While I sip my tea, you finish it. When it says my cup runneth over, what happens? What will follow you? Surely what? So my cup runneth over. Somebody type it in there and finish it. When my cup runneth over, surely what? Goodness and what? Surely goodness. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. So that's coming from a cup that's overflowing. That's coming from a cup that needs to be filled. Come on in here now. Somebody's about to throw their shoe because I'm about to go in. And I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here for any of those things. Because, baby, let me tell oh, come on, let it overflow. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Surely goodness and mercy. So when you think of it, my cup runneth over. That means I'm not losing anything of telling you that you're amazing, of telling you that I love you, that telling you that even though you may feel at this moment that you aren't loved, I can surely share some of that love. But I must also remember that I must put healthy boundaries around my living, my loving, and my giving. They're people, and sometimes they call them what? Narcissists, right? They will find nurturers, givers, people who will just give of themselves. And yes, there are people who will try to take advantage of it. And that's why we have to protect our our heart space. Yvette says, snapback coach said, good and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Yvette said, goodness and mercy, my God. Mary Jane says, surely goodness and mercy. And she said, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Let us live in, oh my God, come on, somebody. I can't see somebody, I don't care if they're from another country. I don't care if they have how many kids, they too got to eat. They too need the things in life, the basic things. Because let me tell you, folks, many of y'all are from this country, right? Some people are from third world countries, okay? And we had to learn how to survive. All right, to survive. But when you're in a place where you can thrive, when other people can't eat, they can't feed their families, they don't have a roof over their heads, what do you think is going to happen to you? What do you think is going to happen to you and your home and your family? The story is going to be different. Let's move in love. My goodness. Here is what Sabrina is saying. Sabrina is sharing a fun fact. Dogs can learn over 100 words and gestures. Bonus, you are beautiful. Hey! And I'm a dog lover. Sabrina knows that I'm a dog lover. How many dog lovers are in here? How many cat lovers? We love, we love, we live. And that's it. Animals are beautiful. They're people who the animals aren't like their families. They're their families. They keep their company. So we're talking about everything all up in the air. That's what we do here, right? And so now that I am choosing to live in a relation, come on now, Mary Jane. She said, teach tonight. And she said, move in love. So you might be somewhere. I remember somebody said, they were driving into a driveway or a drive through, and out of nowhere, somebody came and was really mean and almost cut her off. And she said she was scared. She didn't know. She was going to the bank, the ATM thing. And she said, she didn't know, should she run? Should she run screaming? Because for some reason, the way the person approached her in such anger, you got to use your common sense too. Snapback coach Tashida said, I love animals, right? Yvette said, Amen. Right? We have to use our common sense. We also have to make sure. See, when you are operating in love, it's like an antenna. You're going to be saying, you know what? I can love you, but I'm not going to be abused by you. Right? And sometimes some people are so beaten down that abuse, that mental, that verbal, that financial, that physical, whatever kind of abuse they might have been experiencing, they get used to that. What do they call it? The Stockholm syndrome. I'm not a therapist. I just play one on TV. No, I'm not a therapist. I'm a registered nurse. This is what I could just only talk from personal things that, I'm speaking about here, things that people will understand. To say there are people who come in, and I've had that come through the emergency room where they have, it's just, sometimes it's just the words that are spoken. And so we have to also sometimes pull back and ask for forgiveness and say, oh my, that came out the wrong way. I didn't mean that. Sometimes we'll make permanent decisions over a temporary situation. My God. Sabrina said, I'm a cat lover, but I have a dog and a rabbit and also a cat. And I saw them. They're beautiful. Okay. So Sabrina is going to be a little tired. She may go away for a little bit, take a nap, and then she may come back. But the we're still open here for you, Sabrina. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you, Sabrina. I can see the information coming up. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer because I'm on a different platform. Yes, but definitely appreciate you, Sabrina. So if you want to come back, hang around, you are more than welcome because like she's like the first one on the lives, right? And so yes, love is so real, and there are people who just don't know how to love anymore. The capacity, they're like, my love capacity is just like, I just can't. I just can't. And there was a point in my life, guys, that I had to protect my heart space. And when you felt like people, they don't understand you, you might have grown up or you might have felt that they don't understand you. Yes, I'll be here tomorrow night, and Friday, maybe not. I may stream from a secret location on Friday, but tomorrow night should be good at 10:05 p.m., right? And so I was at a place, thank you, Sabrina, thank you. I was at a place where I had to protect my heart space because you just get tired of it. Yeah, this is who I am, this is who I be, right? The grammatically, but this is who I am. This is who I am. I'm a middle child. I'm in the middle of it. I'm trying to, sometimes you're trying to make a peace. It depends on where you're in the family. Maybe you're an only child. Maybe you're the eldest. So you're going to be different. Maybe you're the youngest. I'm smack in the middle, smack in the middle. Three older than me, three younger than me, seven of us. So you have to find a way how to survive, right? And mine was just like, let's peace. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. And so sometimes people don't understand you when you show up. And I'm just like, I need to protect my heart space. I became very reserved. I became very reserved. So there are times that we shrink. Now is not the time to play small, right? So many of you are beautiful and very, very smart. And sometimes you feel like pulling away. But I'm going to tell you, now is not the time to play small. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So your girl became very reserved and pulled in. And it was when, at the time, the coach said to me, I said, I knew I wanted more. I didn't want to be ungrateful. I said, I've had a blessed life. I said, everything that I said, you manifested, showed up because through prayer. But I knew there was more for me. And many of you, you are at that place in that space that you want more. And you're like, I should be good. I got a job, I got a home, got family, I have my health. But why should I want more? But there's more for you, and you're not able to put your fingers on it. Drop me a 3 if you've ever been to the place in the space that you know that you are blessed. You know that you're blessed, but you don't want to show up ungrateful. And you don't want to show up guilty because you want more. Drop a 3. Have you ever been to the place where you question, I should be good with this. I should be good being a nurse. I should be good doing these events. I should be good just coaching the people that I coach. I should be good. The kids are good. It's good. But you were at a place that there was more for you. Drop a 3 in this chat if you've ever been to that place in the space where you knew there was more, but you did not want to show up as if you were ungrateful. My God, come on, somebody. Come on. Mary Jane said 3. 3. I've been there because I know, girl, I've been there. And I was so reserved and I started to pull back. I was just like so stoic when it's not me. And let me tell you, those of us who are where our lights are so bright, when we pull back and we become dark, the room knows it. The room knows it. Because there are days that I don't feel like I have to be on, like, ta-da! I don't feel like I have to be. But the moment that you start to shrink, the moment you try to pull in, the moment you get so reserved, the room knows it. Mary Jane, I'm sure you've experienced that. The moment you just try to pull back in and like, you know what? Mm, let me just go in. Let me not say anything. Let me not be the Mary Jane. Let me not be the Sharon. Let me not be that. I've been there. I've done that. Fuzzy spirals. We are creators. We're always going to want more. God designed us this way. Amen. Yvette is like 3. I want more. So number four, if you want more, right? Number four, flow. Brother man said what? What flow was brother man on? Was he the fifth flow or the fourth flow? Fifth flow. Brother man would say fifth flow, which was really the fourth flow. Who remember brother man? Okay. Spit, fuzzy spirals. Thank you so much. Yes, we are creators. We're always going to want more. God designed us this way. Let me drop something over here. Let me drop something. Let me throw my shoe. Fuzzy spirals, who are you? Welcome on in. Yes, guys, please come back to this chat and drop your name, just even if it's a quick hi Sharon, great live, so I can come over, watch your videos, because that's my way of saying thank you. I was watching videos, guys. I was saying thank you. Mary Jane would tell you anything they drop, I was there. There was another family that was on, and I was there, and she was talking about tips. I was all up into their videos, and I just don't do 5 minutes. I could do 2, 5, 7. I want to give you 24 minutes of my time. All right. So I want to give you that full time. So come on in. I am a fellow nurse. Fuzzy spirals, girl, listen, we got to talk because with nurses, listen, you are in the right place, fuzzy spiral. Where's my pen at? Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Okay, because I'm going looking for you. And the thing is this, we are givers, we are nurturers, and we give, give, give. We give so much, but we have to put boundaries around our giving. So when I was became reserved and started to pull back, it was noticed. And I'll never forget this coach at the time because I went through a 6 month, an intense 6 month deep dive training. It was very, guys, it was all the way up to leadership. Okay. So that training was no little thing, right? It was real training. And she assigned a song to me. Guys, we're coming alive in 2025. Drop me a five if you want to hear this gem. And it was this thing back in 20, I think it was 2013, that changed my life. Okay. It changed my life. I'm going to drop this gem because we're coming alive in 2025. There's no more holding us back. We know who we are. We know whose we are. And we know that the love that's within us is not going to be taken for granted. We are going to build healthy boundaries around our giving, around our heart space. And yes, we're going to want others to win. We're going to want their children to win. We're going to want them to have a roof over their heads and food on their tables. No matter how they got here, we'll figure that out. Because listen, if they're not taken care of, you think you're living a nice, comfy life now? When it comes to survival of the fittest, them folks will start showing up and taking what's yours. So that's why things are created for people who may just need that support at that time. Reading between the lines. Helen, greetings. Thank you for being here. Lucy Warren's World. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Lucy. We're talking about love tonight. We're talking about loving in each other. We're talking about just no matter what, we are going to love. And that's who I am. That's who I am. Guys, what you see and the song, I want to tell you that she assigned to me, guys, I may cry a little bit because I was pulling in. Sometimes when you give too much and people don't understand you and you're misunderstood, your heart, it hurts. And you say, God, why me? Why can't they just see that I just want to be? And the song was What the World Needs Now. Oh my gosh. Is love. And Mary Jane, I know you can sing because I heard you singing today. You know the song that goes, What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that this world has too little of. We we got to learn how to, and that broke me open even up to this day, how many years it has been. And she said, even if you're misunderstood, do not stop being you. Do not stop being you, even if you are misunderstood. And so some of us, even as children, we felt that. I was a middle child. I didn't want to be the victim. I grew up in a very staunch, family. Oh, you don't do this, you don't fail, you don't do this, you don't do that. And it was just like, man, it's just like, just take it easy, right? It's not about crying, Mary Jane. It's about knowing, because I still get emotional because somebody said, Sharon, continue to be you. Many of us be you, because sometimes we're misunderstood. And I'm so glad that I had that experience, that I can still love on people. Those of you who are in the medical field, in the medical, and this is not a victim mentality. What broke me open was somebody who told me it is okay to be you. It's okay to love, and not everybody's going to understand, right? Not everybody's going to understand you. But the moment you show up in love and you be love, people will genuinely feel it. And that, now I don't have to cry, right? But I remembered that somebody cared so much, right? Somebody loved on me so much to tell me it's okay to be me. So if you're feeling misunderstood, it's okay to be you, because there's a purpose. I am a nurse, baby. I get to love on people. I get to love on my patients. I get to love on my elderly patient. I get to be quirky. I get to dance and sing with them, because sometimes when my patients get a little demented, baby, they remember all the music from way back then. I was singing a Trisket, a Trisket. I lost a little yellow basket because somebody took it away and lost it. And I was like, who lost my little basket? I had a patient who was singing, and they were like, girl, my patient was singing about a Trisket and all of that stuff. Are you getting what I'm saying? So my personality, God gave me a career with a personality that I can use it. I can make people happy. I can make my patient who don't remember what they just ate, but they can remember something from 1945. They can remember something from 1950 all along, 1960 all along. Am I making sense, y'all? Am I, guys, are you getting that? Grace travels and visa requirements. Hey, she's in the house. Mary Jane said, I get it. So now you see those tears came from the remembrance. What she told me, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that we just have a little bit off, and it's up to us. Is it making sense to you guys? And the way that you are wired, God gave that to you for a reason. I don't have to beat anything over anybody's head. This is me. And I don't want to be judged for it, because I'm going to love you. I don't care. And I don't want somebody to judge me for loving you, and showing you love. I don't want anybody judging me for that, because that's how I am wired. That's how I'm wired. Oh my God, I have so much fun with my patient. Yes, Fuzzy Spiral. And listen, I am an ICU ER nurse, okay? And I had a patient who woke up out of a coma, baby, and he knew me by my voice. My God, he knew me. Oh, that's another word. He knew me by my voice. Yvette Diamond said, love everyone and have a good night. Yes. Thank you, Yvette, because I know you're in a different time zone. I appreciate you. So this is the thing, guys, right? God will give you the thing. What is the career? What is that thing that he has given to you that you can be, as we say, your authentic self? And then you can show up brightly. We end at 11:05. So just know that. And so now I said, okay, so let me thrive in what I do. Because in 2025, we are coming alive. No excuses. Listen, we are being distracted by the left, the right, the this and the that. And there's only one way, it is to keep focus. Keep focus. And when minds come together, when good minds and good hearts come together, and we send out love into the atmosphere, we pray, right? And we send out love. Somebody else is going to catch that love, because energy can neither be created nor destroyed, baby. So I'm going to send out the good love. I'm going to send those words out. And even in Lucy Lou, even in moments, right? When I'm not feeling my best, I know that Yvette sent out love. Lucy sent out love. Mary Jane sent out love, right? Everybody in this chat, Sabrina, if you're in the back end still listening, still love you, baby, right? And everybody that's in this space, and Fuzzy Spiral, everybody in this space, because we are sending out love to others. We are sending out love to others. Okay? You may not have to agree with everything, but baby, I can love you from where I am, and I want to protect my peace. I don't have to try explaining it. So tonight, I'm going to say too many people are just trying to explain. Just claim your peace, claim your love. You are, because we are from the same source. And that's why when I look at it, I said, children, they must eat. They need a roof over their heads. They need to be protected. You know, the things that we need. Just think of that. You're not losing anything. You're not losing anything by somebody else having a little something, something, a little food to eat. All right. And yes, we have to create healthy boundaries. There are systems, there are structures in our life. Love, love, love everywhere. Yay, baby. And Grace and Travels and Visa is saying yes. And let us not just say it. Let's not just say it. And then the next thing you're like, oh, well, I can't. Oh, my love have no, yes, you may have boundaries, but remember that if we're created by the same creator, I may not understand everything. You may not understand everything about me. You might not have known what I just went through July of last year, when I could have lost a very young family member, something that, when they say acts of God, something just happened out of the world. But in his magnificence, God kept, guys. And so for me, that broke me. Ever so often they said every 7 years you go through something. You better believe that. Yes. A fuzzy spiral said, please respect your peace. Every one of us, respect your peace. There are moments that it's a no. No is a complete sentence. N-O, period. Right, Mary Jane? Period. N-O, Lucy, N-O, no, period. Okay, everybody? No is a complete sentence. And there are moments. Somebody said to me they were doing so much and then they started to feel the stress and the pain, and you never want to get that pain on that left arm, y'all. Go check that out. I said, wait a minute, let's breathe. Let's breathe, decompress, put on that oxygen mask on, because you can't take care of anybody else. And you don't have to be that superhero trying to you don't have to be that one that's just trying to be, oh, I got to show up, I got to do this, I got to do that. There is no I in team. Learn to be a team player. Allow other people. And if the team is built correctly, there are other people who can do what they need to do. Some of us don't know how to delegate when it comes to our business, because we're trying to do everything, period, Lucy. Okay. We're trying to do everything on our own, when there are others that we can delegate to, because I love myself. I'm not a person on group think. I don't work well with group think. And we're all educated folks up in here. We know what that means, right? So I'm going to have my opinion, but I'm not going to say fully go against the grain. I need to hear others out. And if you are love, you will say, I can love you from that space. I may not understand everything. I may not know all the answers, but that love, baby, that's inside of us will make a difference in this world. So those are the gems I just wanted to drop tonight. I wanted to come with that. I wanted to come from a space of love, our messaging, how we show up here on this platform. If you come from a place where you're genuine, people will see that. All right. And I'm not here to talk about anybody. I don't, that's just how I don't play. I'm a lady of a certain age. Okay. Auntie is a lady of a certain age. Don't let all of this fool you. Right? I've lived for a minute. All right. And like I said before, for those of you who know that I'm a coach and that's what I do, I've helped a lot of people to launch their businesses, to up level their businesses. I've changed their lives because I knew that's what I was called to do. What they did or what they're doing, and they've made multiple six figures, one seven figure client. Because guess what? That was not my calling. That was for her, what she was called to do. When you're able to see the light, that bright light for other people, and you're able to hold that space for them, God will continue to bless you like you won't believe, like you won't believe. Gems, gems, gems. Mary Jane said, yes, baby, let me tell you. Okay, you hold the space for them. So with this, guys, I am going to. There's a link where you can always connect with me to have a call. But there are those of you who say, Sharon, I want to consult with you. How much do you charge? How do you do this? I come here and I give a lot of gems because I may not be the coach for everybody. Because, baby, you better get, he's going to prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies, and your enemies, what's that? Procrastination, self-doubt, anxiety, fear, scarcity, lack. Your girl don't roll like that. Oh yeah, we're going to deal with all of that. We're going to get into the mindset and into your heart space. And so if you feel that I could be that coach for you and somebody to support you to create the life that you so deserve, so you can take care of the people and the causes that are important to you. I'm a giver. And so did I learn to do? I learned to give to causes. I volunteer with a medical mission. I travel overseas with them. You can go on my playlist and see some of that when we went into Dominica, because those are the things you will get, the desires of your heart. These are the things that you're asking for, and they will show up for you. And you will give love, and more love will come to you because it's a beautiful thing. Even when we go into other countries and work, I'll end with this. I thought that I was just going there to save them. But I remember in 2007, they ended up saving me by showing me and showing our team. We were in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I remember they showed us so much love. And I learned a very valuable lesson. If you are a giver, you got to learn how to receive. And if you have problems with receiving, that means you really have problems with giving. And I had to learn how to receive for people just to love on us. So never think you're just going into a space, oh, where I'm going in there, I'm going to save them, I'm going to do this. Girl, we could even get the people in the line to do anything. It was one lady from that beautiful country who was able to do it. And she was just so loving. And that day I got to tell you that story at another time. But it's, we are created, and it's in all of us. Some of us may be wired a little bit different, that will try to do hateful and mean things. And so that's why there are those of us who are blessed with the foresight of seeing when things aren't safe, that we can, we need to do what we need to do. Amen. Mary Jane is like, amen, let the church say amen. So guys, yeah, I really want to thank you. I know we lost a good 5 minutes when I had to restart, but we are thriving in love. We're thriving in love. We're setting boundaries around our heart space. We are going to work from a cup that's full, because our cup, look at this, right? I'm going to have to fill this back up, but I can't drink too much because I may have acid reflux. So I got to set boundaries around how much tea I drink tonight. All right. So we're going to set boundaries around that. We are coming alive in 2025. We are going to do some great things. Some of you are going to give birth to your books, to the things that you need. And if I am able to support you, you're going to do them. I have one client in 1 year last year. She published 5 books. 5 books. Baby, 5. Did you hear me? 5 books. Because I said to her, you've been doing this thing long enough. Ellen, right? You've been doing this thing long enough. And sometimes you need somebody just to hold that space for you. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if somebody did not hold the space for me. And I'm thankful and grateful for every coach that I've worked with who held the space for me, who decided to show up and say, Sharon, you can do this. And I was like, no, but I don't want it. She said, you're brilliant. I've seen you light up a room. I've seen you close a room, and you just walked out here like it was nothing, because that was my gifting. Guys, that was my brilliance. And sometimes you need somebody to say, nudge you and say, come on, this is what, and hold you accountable. Every last one of these clients, if you go to Instagram, you may see some of my testimonials, from PhDs to nurses, to LPNs to RN. They're not all nurses. RN to CEO is just one segment of my business. And like you, Mary Jane, I use my gifting and my skills, and he will bless you, bless you, bless you. Because what you may only charge for this gifting and skills, people want what you have, right? And you got to learn how to, okay? And then you place it before them. My God, that's all I'm going to say on this one here tonight. If you all had a good time and this has served you, drop a 6 in the chat because I only see 6 people on here. If this has absolutely served you, we're just making up for the 5 minutes that we lost. Um, but we didn't lose anything. I love you guys. I'm I'm in my element when I'm able to do this because you guys are giving love to me because I need it. Someday I will tell that story of what happened, but I'm going to tell you I'm just thankful and grateful, and I know what my calling is. Yes, yes, yes. We could make a lot of us could make millions and millions. We could, and we can. And you can, and one night we'll talk about that, right? Yeah. Good people do good things with their money. Okay. And so we got to get prepared for it and know what we are worthy of. Thank you so much. I thank you guys for the love that you've sent my way. I receive them. I feel them. I send them back to you. May you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your night. And now I'm going to try and upload my videos because Mary Jane, she's been doing the darn thing. Go to each other's channel and go look up. Don't be judgmental. I tell you, just go and just enter in love. Do that. And it's a powerful thing. Love is so, so powerful. And then I'll talk about another thing that we use in nursing that people didn't know. I only spoke about it once here. Only a few people got it, but at another time, not tonight. She said, "Oh God, this channel is becoming my morning dose. Thank you. Blessings us through your platform. My God." What time is it, Ellen? What time is it? You know, I'm Jamaican. We can't say our H's. They're saying when immigration comes, there's a joke that said when immigration come, they ask you all these questions. Then they said, all right, say the word hospital. And if we have to think about it, for me to pronounce an H or an H, A H, to pronounce the letter H, good night. Yeah, to pronounce the letter H, it's a lot. It's a lot for me. All right, so we hit it. There we go. We did it. All right, beautiful people. Thank you. I'll see you. See you on some of your streams. Yay. Have an amazing night. Thank you, Lucy, Mary Jane, Ellen, all my beautiful people. Fuzzy Spiral. I'm coming back. Drop a link on this one so I can come on over and watch you and say hello. Take care. Bye.